How concerned are you about security, or maybe you just don't want to be contacted by certain extended family members like that one cousin? You know, the one now for regular folks with $1,000 iPhone or an Android. Security and privacy are things we can only help big corporations will afford us. It's the information age, and everything from what we eat to the Amazon shopping list is valuable data. Well, that won't be a problem anymore with the 7 Lab Solarin phone. This $20,000 piece of fine machinery is among the most expensive phones in the world, we say among, because it's nowhere close to the most expensive, which we'll reveal in just a bit. But is a $20,000 price tag justified for the Solar? And that's the question we're going to answer today. The $20,000 Solar. And the first thing that strikes you about the phone is its uniquely curved screen. It has been forged from Corning Gorilla Glass 4, so you don't have to ever worry about dropping your phone in the toilet. It has been drop tested to ASTM and IEC standards. So basically, this is one tough cookie. The front camera is a wide-angle camera supported by a concealed front-facing flash to illuminate video calls. If you're in poor lighting, can't imagine you'd forget to pay your electricity bill if you had a 20000 smartphone. But maybe it comes in handy when you're at the club. The 5.5-inch screen was tailor-made for Searing Labs and brings you a brilliant display with 16 LED backlights that make sure the colors don't blend but provide a rich viewing experience. It all sits in a powerful metal matrix composite chassis that is insanely durable. The deco panels on the sides are all Swiss-made and handcrafted, which really adds a touch of class and a unique element to the smartphone. But it's not all form, no function. The processor is a Qualcomm Snapdragon 810 with 2 GHz octo-core 64-bit CPU. To put it simply, it's faster, more powerful, and maximizes connectivity of the audio on the Solar is probably the best in the market, with crystal clear sound up to 90 decibels, SPL or sound pressure level. The boosted speakers will let you enjoy the best of Queen or Post Malone without distorting the sound. You have 5 antennae and 24 LTE bands optimized for global coverage. And finally, the back cover is beautifully unique. Cover with a carbon leather finish. The price, by the way, isn't necessarily capped at $20,000. It all depends on the hardware materials used. The device comes in a version called Sold Out, which is made with white carbon leather with black DLC elements and inlaid with black diamonds. All phones contain a fingerprint scanner to ensure security and a 24-megapixel camera with laser autofocus and a 4-tone flash. It comes with a standard 128GB storage, which is pretty disappointing for that amount. I mean, iPhones provide you 256GB easily. So what's the deal here? Well, to be fair, the phone is more than just about storage or looks. That's in contrast to a phone like the Virtue Signature Cobra, which costs a whopping $360,000 but pretty much has the same features as an iPhone. It has an internal storage of 64 gigs, a 21-megapixel back camera, and runs on Android. What bumps up the price is the design and, of course, the 439 rubies and the snake's emerald eyes. Now, Solarin is the perfect marriage of form and function. The function being the impeccable security. It provides security features. If you take a closer look at security features, this back cover, you'll see this. It's a security shield true to its name. The shield creates an isolated environment, making sure you have the highest level of privacy possible when making calls and sending messages using their secure services. How does it manage that? Since Android wouldn't be able to give you half the protection, this phone, Solarin Labs has partnered up with different security companies and added a new mode into the phone that encrypts your conversations, giving you more layers of security. Basically, it's the hacker's dream phone is calling and messaging. Service is FIPS certified and gives you end-to-end 256-bit AES encryption. So that's how you get fully private communication, only accessible to the people that you want to have access. It also has a Solarin Labs-made integrated solutions for avoiding detection and preventing any cyber threats. And all this is activated only when the fingerprint sensor detects you, the owner. So don't worry about the storage. You won't be using this phone for keeping photos of your food. Above the fingerprint sensor is a little switch with a diamond in the center. If you press on it, you enter your own private system. All the sensors on the phone gets disabled from the 3G to the GPRS, turning it into a simple smartphone, kind of like an old school Nokia. So all you do is make calls and send texts, but with military-grade security. You can also send messages, but only to a list of people you have pre-approved for this, so you won't be getting calls or texts from just anybody you flip the switch, and anybody who is not on the list gets the dial tone. The people on your list don't necessarily need to have a Solarin phone. Their iPhone or Android device will give them software encryption while you still have your military-grade encryption. Does the most expensive phone in the world give you the same level of privacy of the Falcon Supernova iPhone? 6. The Pink Diamond Edition is an unbelievable $48.5 million, and it's covered in stunning 24-karat gold and decorated with one massive pink diamond on the back. It was not the nicest looking phone, nor does it come close to the features the Solarin offers. Instead, it's all bells and whistles or a status symbol for the ultra-wealthy. The Solarin, though exorbitantly expensive, serves more than status. Although let's be honest, if something ever went wrong with your phone for that price, you wouldn't have to sit on hold with the customer service for a chunk of your day. At that point, an actual human being would fly down to repair whatever is wrong with the phone. That's your status right there. Solarin Labs' first blockchain phone still want a Searing Labs phone, but 20000 is too much for you. We don't blame you, but luckily Solarin Labs is working on a more affordable model, something around the bracket of the iPhone 10. Now that the brand is established, Solarin Labs has announced their second smartphone, Fini, the world's first blockchain smartphone. According to Solarin Labs, the company envisions a future where cryptocurrency and blockchain technology become so prevalent that they become part of the very fabric of the technology industry. It works on a shield, or as an operating system based on Android. It is set to be open source and is made to support blockchain apps like crypto wallet, secure exchange access, encrypted communications, and a P2P resource sharing ecosystem. But they aren't exactly making the phone out of all the money they made from the previous one. Instead, they're launching the device in the blockchain universe with an initial coin offering, or ICO, meaning to get this phone, you have to invest in a crypto coin, and the device won't be available until the company has made $50 million or more from the ICO. After that, the coin will be used as a means to trade within the Solarin Labs ecosystem. Sound complicated? Well, think of it like this: buying their coin, SRN, or the Solarin Labs token, gives you the right to acquire Solarin products and services, meaning you'll need a certain number of tokens before you have the right to buy their products. Whether it's a $999 phone or the Fini all-in-one PC they're planning to unveil someday, they're also planning to show how people are longing to disconnect from centralized banks and services. And they plan to provide other phone manufacturers like Apple the ability to incorporate blockchain and crypto into their devices in a secure way. Bumps in the road. It hasn't been all bumps in the road fun and games for Solarin Labs, though. According to Hogg, the Solarin is the top-selling phone at Harrods, and the company has seen sales of just under $10 million, but that means they have sold only 700 to 750 devices. And by the way, that's 10 million in sales, not profits. That's not quite the sort of sales record a regular smartphone company would be happy about. It seems Solarin Labs is optimistic about the Fini, and it looks like they have big plans for it too. For example, they will be embedding a cold storage wallet that is disconnected on both hardware and software levels from the rest of the phone. The wallet will also have an external power switch, so any access to your wallet is user-initiated. Solarin Labs history. Solarin Labs was founded in 2013, and it came together just to create the most extravagant smartphone in the world. They made a phone that focused on security and privacy. The co-founder and president Moshe Hogg raised $25 million in seed money in 2013, then another $72 million in 2016. And this phone is either selling so well that the company never needs to advertise, or their unique glitchy matrix-style website is enough to drive traffic simply through word of mouth. Solarin Labs markets Solarin to be an unhackable phone, and it runs on Android now. Android isn't exactly the most secure OS on the market, so how does Solarin achieve that? We'll find out in a minute. First, let's unbox this phone. Are you excited about the Fini? What do you think about the $20,000 Solarin? Tell us in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel so you never miss a video.